Range of motion, what were our landmarks for the knee?
Lateral epicondyle.
Right, so the midline of the knee joint, the lateral epicondyle, greater trochanter, lateral malleolus, 0 to 135 degrees, soft infield and knee flexion, firm, and the knee extension. And what do we have to do to get our start point if it's more than 0? So for her, we would, like in supine, we would put a towel here because look at that.
Yeah, I don't want your knees.
Okay, so for hers, it's gonna go 10 to 0 to probably 135 if I were to measure it. Now, she's thin, she could have a firm infield into knee flexion, okay? All right, I need a towel. Give me a towel.
Oh, can we get a towel?
Please, Adrian. And somebody gonna be volunteering for toe in a minute. Any towel.
I want to see my title back. It's not bad.
I'm sorry.
We'll
volunteer you.
Yeah, we want to see yours.
Okay, here we go. Somebody up there. So this could be something that we do after we measure what at the hip.
Wait, we said
It's big.
Remember I said we want to minimize change in position, internal, external rotation, and then we can move right into this. So once we put it all together, you could have all of your things that you measure in supine, everything in prone, and everything in sitting. Yeah, that's a good test question, right?
no.
Yeah, sure. Put it on there.
Very good. Okay, so for lining up the ankle here, let me pull the threads off her socks here.
Oh, one of them's stuck now.
It's not now.
More.
Not anymore. Okay, so we're gonna be using what?
Lateral malleolus.
A goniometer. Our axis, the axis is gonna be the
Lateral malleolus.
right, and then we're going to be using what is our reference point here?
Lateral condyle tibia.
Head of the fibula.
Head of the
Oh,
fibula.
that's right.
Okay, and what are we using down here?
Pinky toe.
What is that
The
called?
fifth metatarsal.
It is the fifth metatarsal. Okay, so we're gonna start from a neutral position, which is gonna put us in a 90-degree alignment here. Okay, and then I want you to pick up your toes. Okay, and go in here. I'm going from 0 to 15 degrees. And what is our norm on that?
0 to 10.
Okay. All right, so I would then measure her passively, starting at my 90 point here and pushing her. Still, I'm getting 0 to about 16 degrees.
Yeah.
Now, what do I suspect if she's limited in dorsiflexion?
She's got good
I
plans.
bet so. So now I want you to point your toe down.
Whoa.
Zane.
You got the Cinderella type of feet with that. Yeah.
So that is actually going to be 0 to 65 degrees of
And
plantar
the normal
flexion.
is
50. 50. Look at that.
you got a big arch.
See that? Did you dance? She could have been a toe dancer. Look at that.
Toe dancer.
Okay.
Just
A lot of
naturally-
times, remember, if you're limited in one direction, you usually got more range in the other direction. Okay? So for her, my other Goni.
Oh,
Okay.
that's what's that potato too?
This one is going to go in a midpoint between what?
The malleoli.
That's right. And we're going to go up the
Tibia.
Tibial tuber, right? Yeah.
anterior portion of the tibia towards the.
Tibia.
And what are we using as our point on the foot?
The second metatarsal.
Second. That is correct. Okay. Make sure you stabilize that she's not using rotation at the hip, and you're going to turn your foot in. Okay? So I don't want her to curve too much because I want to limit that to pure inversion. So I am going 0 to 20 degrees.
Good.
That's good.
Okay? Coming back here, we're going to go out with it. And we're going from,
Wait.
wow.
Inversion is 0 to 15. Eversion is 0 to 30.
No. Inversion.
Total. Look at total. I'm measuring total.
Inversion is 35.
Oh, it's 35. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So inversion 30.
So I'm getting 0 to 50 degrees of inversion here.
That's a lot.
She's got a lot. She is an everter and a plantar flexor. And what two motions go together? Eversion and plantar flexion.
Wow, that is crazy.
It is.
Mind blown.
Okay, so that's it for what we're gonna measure at the ankle. Now, if you're really doing extensive things with the foot, okay, you'll learn to measure that subtalar, but it's really hard. You have to passively do that motion, okay? So the part of inversion and eversion that's subtalar is passively measured. So we're not gonna measure that, but I do want you to understand what part it makes up of inversion and eversion, okay? When it becomes important is when the problems are here, limiting the total amount, okay? All right, so who's doing my toe?
I do it.
All right, let's come do the toe.
No one else will.
All right, kid.
My toes are white.
Hey, oh, my bad. Hold up.
I can do that one. I can do that one.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
move this one out of the way.
Bring them out, bring them out.
So you could, I'm going to do it in this position so you can see it, but you could do it in supine, okay? So what is actually, where are you measuring
Shut up.
this range of motion from?
I'm saying we're gonna have to do this for her too.
I know.
So listen, this is extension of the great toe. Please don't get this messed up. This is extension and this is flexion. Why?
Because
you're going down.
Yeah,
It's like your hand
It's like the
is
hand,
gripping
yeah,
something.
it's like the hand.
Okay? All right. So what is
My
going to
flat
be the
feet back.
joint that I am measuring here?
The first meditation. The first one.
That's right. Now I want you to pick that toe up. Okay. So we have. Okay, you can stop now.
Okay.
Okay. Go back down.
Oh, no.
All right. And go one more time up.
It's hard. I can't.
You actively are getting maybe 20.
Is that good or bad?
That's bad.
I can't do it. I can't lift up my toes like
We
that.
have to do passively.
All right, so here we go. I'm gonna do it passively. I want you to relax.
All right. I'm dead now. Keep going.
I got 0 to 80 degrees. Woohoo! Okay. So let us do flexion, and like I said, just like with the fingers at the toes, you're definitely going to do it more with, but go ahead and try to flex it. Okay,
Thank
good.
you,
Good.
by the way.
For what?
My foot cramping. Ooh. Ooh. My foot was cramping. It was cramping. I'm sorry. It was cramping.
Okay, relax.
I want to kick you in the face.
Okay.
Okay, make sure you're lined up with that metatarsal and not following this, okay? All right, here we go. There we go. I am getting 0 to 40. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to do it. Just relax.
Okay.
Oh my
Ooh.
god.
50. 0 to 50.
What the hell was that?
That was gross.
Good Lord.
Okay, now, the reason that we don't do a lot of toe measurements is because they're so variable on what everybody's toes are able to do. Like this, he's been in shoes that are much too small for him. See how
yeah.
rotated this? There's no abduction. It is all over here. But when we talk about reference point,
Listen, I was in the trenches.
okay, so this is abduction at the metatarsal phalangeal joints, and this is adduction towards 2. And 2 can ab. He has no adduction. He's got 2 dabs, no pads. Okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so remember lumbricals and dabs help with abduction. Pads do adduction.
Adduction. I can't do none of that.
Okay, gotcha.